Professor. So my final project is to implement a medical record notes website. So for today's presentation, I gonna have an overview and also demo and my journey doing this project and some changes and challenges and limitations. So first, will be why I want to do this project. So for now, because you're in US, the doctor usually gonna give you the prescriptions, and sometimes for people don't have that professional medical knowledge, and for non-native speaker it's hard for us to find the name, the medical and the dosage and also some other stuff. So that's why I want to simplify this process. I've created this website so using Amazon Comprehend Medical, which is an NLP tool. So the website helps users make sense of complicated medical information, so providing you more clear guidance. So okay, I'm gonna show my demo. Hello everyone, welcome to Health Studio. This is my final project for cloud computing. So this website uses Amazon Complete Medical, so which is a healthcare NLP. This model can help you to extract information from the unstructured medical text accurately and very quickly. So here is a login page, but I want to show the sign up page first. So in here, you could just to sign up a new user and with your passport, and I will sign up. Okay, then I should receive the confirmation code from the AWS. So it is 37395. Okay, then I will confirm. So now I should be successfully sign up with a new user, so I could log in with our new account. Okay, cool. Now we successfully log in our website. So you could see here you could input some medical records, for example, Daxi to daily, and press parse. It's gonna send the request to the Comprehend Medical API. We're gonna get the result back. So you could say the medical name is Daxi, and the dosage is 200, and the frequency should be daily. So now you could add this record to your history, and after that, if you show your history, you could just see this record, and of course you could delete it and show your history. It should be deleted. So we could try another one, maybe, I don't know, overall. Okay, now we have another one, root or mood. So now we got oral, right? To type it oral. So you could add this record to your history. If you show your history, you can see this history. So now we're gonna sign out, log in with another account. So this is totally different. You could delete it and show the history. So now this account has no. Yeah, but for this account, they still have the record. So yeah, that's it. Of course, you can sign out. So if you sign out, you cannot go anywhere. This website is also secured by SSL. Hello everyone, welcome to Health Studio. So this is my demo. I gonna going through the processing how I implement this website. So first is about I want to test the core function of my project is to call the medical API. So first, I didn't do anything. I just to test how to call the API from the Lambda function. I choose Python to do this because it's very simple. You could just import Boto3 and yeah, it's very simple. Just call the API, you're gonna get the result. So you could give the API the text and it's gonna give you the structured medical information. So the next, I first implement the authentication. At the very first place, I just use Amplify because it's very easy. You could just put everything in the authenticator syntax and Amplify gonna handle everything for you. But this is not allowed for this final project. So I just transfer Amplify to a self-implemented authentication using the Amazon Cognito Identity GS. So this tool could help you to implement everything by yourself, including sign in, authenticate, and sign up. So after the authentication, I just create my SQL RDS because I'm more familiar with MySQL. So I choose this database to store the record history. After that, I just to let my Lambda function have the access to database because when I built my Lambda function, it always cannot connect to the database successfully. So, but later I found it because I didn't give them the right to access to RDS. So I create then the next step. I create the table to store the Health Studio records in the MySQL in the RDS, including the user ID and their record. So the next thing will be the API I built for my website. There's mainly four. One is add record to the RDS, and one for parse the text into from using the API. Also get the users all records from the RDS and also delete specific records. So the first will be parse. Of course, when you click the button here, when you click the parse button, it's gonna call this Lambda function. So this Lambda function gonna call the APIs to parse the text and also send back the result. So this is the result of the text. The next will be add. So when you click the add button, so our website gonna store the record to store the result into our database, so you could know your history of your passing. So of course I send the user ID and the record. I get the user ID and the record and store them in the database. So the next will be when you click show my history. So the Lambda function gonna be triggered and gonna show all your histories, all your records stored in our database. Of course, you select by specific user ID. And the next, of course, will be the delete. When you click this button, of course, we're gonna do some queries to our database to delete your record. So for HTTPS security, I just use Route 53 and CloudFront. So I just link my record name to the CloudFront, and CloudFront gonna transfer the HTTP to HTTPS to secure our website. code of the final project, of course, I met some challenges. So the biggest challenge is like I transfer from Amplify to self-implemented authentication page in 8 hours. Yes, because I just know that last Friday, and I thought I gonna presentation in the next day. So I just oh my god, quickly implement everything's overnight. It's very challenging because you need to quickly to search some tutorial and to understand the tutorial and to implement to apply them into your own project. But yeah, successfully I did it, but it's very challenging. So I have also other like minor but hard to debug errors like course every I think most of the students also met this error. And the headers, I also met headers not accepted because you also need to including the response header. In the response headers, you need everything, your headers need to accept everything. So after I just mark it star, it worked. Of course, the next thing will be how to say, the I stuck here like by 2 hours because I in my CloudFront I want to link it to my Route 53 to my project, my S3 website, but I can't find it in the my S3 endpoint in the CloudFront. But you know what? The issue is because the S3's name must be the same with the CloudFront. Of course, also same name with our domain. Just because this minor issue, I just stuck to 2 hours. So I think when you face a new thing, the new stuff, it's easy to get stuck by some very minor issues. So that's how to say, maybe challenging, yeah, but maybe not. But you just need to figure it out. So I also about my project, I have some limitation. The lambda function code starts because sometimes my lambda function just failed when you very first to trigger them. So this is one issue. Maybe I need to trigger it in the future. And also I have a very basic UI. Another thing is like I could improve the functionalities, like I could help the user. For example, the user just could input the medical prescription. So after we parse them, we could just set the calendar for them. For example, we could let them to set the reminder daily. For example, they have the medical like Daxi daily 200, right? So we could set after we parse the information, we could just set the reminder for them daily, like the medicine is Daxi and the dosage is 200. So that's one thing I'm gonna definitely improve in the future. So the last part is the conclusion. It's like I learned from this. One thing is like clarify the requirement before starting, which is very important because you need to avoid like work overnight, whole night to just to debug and maybe do some requirement implementing. So yeah, that's one thing. And also, I think this class is very, very helpful because before this class, all my projects can only run local. So now, actually, I built a website. My sister could just watch my website on their computer, which is very, how to say, amazing. Yeah, because I never deploy my project to the cloud, and I used to think, oh my god, this is so complicated. But for now, after this class, oh okay, I know how to implement the things and how to deploy them. I really appreciate. So yeah, thank you. This is my final presentation.